In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew addresses 78th UN General Assembly. Contributors to Social Security to receive $1,000 as workers' bonus. St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force Cadet Corps wins drill competition. The details on these stories and more following the break.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Get ready for an unforgettable music celebration at the 23rd World Creole Music Festival in Dominica. The Winter Park Sports Stadium, Roseau, comes alive from October 27 to October 29, 2023. Night 1, Friday, October 27. Popcorn, Michael Henderson, DJ Stacks, Vibe, Patrice Roberts and the A-Team, TK International. Night 2, Saturday, October 28. Barry's Hammond, Taboo Combo, Gordon Henderson, Zook All-Stars, Joella Sewell, NG, Jean-Luc Guanel, Benny Christos, Joe Boy, Ezra, The Fun Machine, and Jiggy Esa Bantan. Night 3, Sunday, October 29, the grand finale, Ecstasy Band, Marshall Montano, Midnight Groovers, Jada Kingdom, Signal Band. For more information and ticket purchases, visit the official website at dominicafestival.com. Don't miss out on the World Creole Music Festival 2023, a celebration of legacy.
Hello and welcome to today's ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Jasmine Thomas. First on the local scene, the climate change reparatory justice and the challenges of small island developing states, ZIZ, were some of the topics covered when Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, addressed the 78th United Nations General Assembly on Saturday. During his address, Prime Minister Drew stated that some of the challenges of developing nations have roots in colonialism, and as such, reparatory justice is needed.
Developing countries are groaning under the weight of burgeoning challenges, not of their own making, and I would dare say some of which were inherited as a result of colonialization and transatlantic slave trade. Millions of Africans were uprooted from their homelands and transported across the Atlantic in the hulls of ships to be enslaved on plantations. This was the largest forced migration in human history, and it resulted in great wealth for some at the expense of the lives and the humanization of African peoples. It must be noted that compensation was paid to plantation owners, while the survivors of this crime against humanity were left in suffering and were hindered in their socio-economic development. Thus, it is past time for reparatory justice.
Prime Minister Drew also spoke of larger countries and industries not taking responsibility for the part they play in the climate crisis, which has an effect on developing nations.
The industrial behemoth countries and companies push ZIZ and others to the front lines of climate change. They accept little responsibility for financing the adaptation and mitigation measures necessary for the survival of developing countries, which suffer the consequences of the lifestyles and industries of others. Consequently, countries like mine which are unable to access concessionary funding, are forced to fix the climate crisis by obtaining loans at exorbitant rates from the very countries where the problem originated. Our carbon footprint as a country is very small, yet we face the existential threat of climate change. This is unjust. We therefore call for climate justice.
He also called for a change within the international financial architecture in an effort to assist small island developing states.
There is an urgent need for the international community to address the gaps and shortfalls of the current international financial architecture, with a view to strengthening support for ZIZ, in particular through a multilateral sovereign debt mechanism, meaningful reform of the governance of the international financial institutions, and enhanced access to financial resources. I congratulate the World Bank on recent steps in the right direction. However, there is still much ground to cover if states like mine are not to fail and our economies and societies are to remain viable.
Prime Minister Drew advocated for countries that are facing global inequities, namely Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, and the Republic of China, Taiwan. He concluded by calling for a reset, as it gives the opportunity to establish an improved path to what can be achieved as an assembly. And the Prime Minister and Minister of Social Security, the Honorable Dr. Truancy Drew, recently announced a payment of $1,000 to contributors to the Social Security Fund to include pensioners and insured persons as part of the government's reset initiatives for the 40th anniversary of independence. According to a press release issued by the Social Security Board, this workers' bonus will be paid to pensioners and workers who have made at least 26 contributions to the Social Security Fund throughout their contribution history. Only pensioners and insured persons who reside on St. Kitts and Nevis will be paid. The release also stated that there is no re-registration for pensioners and insured persons who received CBI dividend payments. Payments will be processed using banking details utilized for previous deposits. For workers who did not apply for the CBI dividends, a link to upload accurate local banking information will be released on Friday, 29th September. The link will be available on the website www.socialsecurity.kn and will close on Sunday, 15th October. These deposits began on Friday, with pensioners being amongst the first to receive the workers' bonus. Subsequent batches will be paid accordingly until all qualified workers are paid. This project is administered by the Social Security Board and funded by the government of St. Christopher and Nevis. The St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force Cadet Corps are the 2023 Independence 40 Drill Competition winners. The competition was held on the Bay Road on Friday and consisted of armed and unarmed units of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, the St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force, the St. Kitts Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, His Majesty's Prison, and the St. Christopher Air and Seaport Authority, SCASPA. The participants were first inspected, then asked to carry out a number of drills to showcase their discipline and focus. At the end of the competition, the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force Cadet Corps, which consisted of Private Huggins and Lance Corporal Carty, who amassed the most points to attain the drill shield. Other winners included Woman Constable Henry of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force and Senior Officer J. Allen from SCASPA, who won the Female and Male Major Percival Award for the Best Fit. The individual drill-off award went to Private Huggins of the Cadet Corps, who amassed a total of 95.66 points in that category. After the break, United States Ambassador donates forklifts to NEMA, and St. Kitts Nevis strengthens its bilateral partnerships at UN General Assembly. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Here are your Horseless Value Mart IGA specials running September 21st through October 4th. The more you shop, the more you save. Get double points on all grocery food items and meats until the end of September, and in the month of October, double points on dairy and grocery non-food items. Now our Value Club Blue Tax specials. Bigelow teas, $10.99. Essential Everyday Grated Parmesan cheese, $11.99. Your Play yogurt, $3.99. Blue Ribbon ice cream tubs, $32.99. When used it, adjustable air freshener, $7.49. And now our very low weekly value deals. Essential Everyday 100% apple juice, $8.99. Old Orchard apple cocktails, $9.99. Arm & Hammer deodorant, $7.99. White Rain shampoos and conditioners, $4.99. Shop smart, shop Value Mart and get double points for more rewards today. Continuamos con las recompensas durante el mes de octubre. Recibirá puntos dobles cuando haga sus compras aquí. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
National Home Loans. Get your dream home.
I'm an accountant, and you know what excites me? Precision. Just like crunching numbers accurately, National Bank's Apex Mortgage offers the lowest interest rate in the country, 3.99% guaranteed.
Precision is essential in construction as well. Just like Apex Mortgage's attention to the detail of our dreams. If you are a college or university graduate, this is your opportunity.
Details are everything for an engineer, and Apex Mortgage recognizes this. Offering up to 40 years for repayment, it perfectly complements my home ownership needs. Plus, National has my back with a 3-month payment grace period.
Apex Mortgage for me and me.
And me too.
Get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
Welcome back. United States Ambassador to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Her Excellency Linda Tagliela Taylor, made a presentation of 2 forklifts to the National Emergency Management Agency NEMA on behalf of the United States Southern Command Humanitarian Assistance Program HAP on Monday. Before leaving the island to participate in the 78th United Nations General Assembly, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew accepted the forklifts during a brief ceremony at NEMA headquarters. The 2 forklifts will be used to support NEMA's logistics operations, particularly in times of disaster, preparedness and response. And while in New York to participate in the United Nations High-Level Week for the 78th session of the General Assembly, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas, is carving out valuable time to engage with some of St. Kitts and Nevis's traditional partners, as well as forge relations with new friends. Minister Douglas held talks with his Kosovo counterpart, Her Excellency Donika Gervala Schwartz, and explored potential areas for further cooperation, including education, specifically scholarships and diaspora engagement. Both ministers committed to pursue deeper cooperation and to exchange best practices in areas of mutual interests. In 2012, St. Kitts and Nevis recognized Kosovo's independence. Relations were later formalized through a communique signed on the 4th of February in 2016. 1 month later, both countries signed an agreement to abolish the need for visas for their nationals to enter each other's country. Additionally, the Right Honorable Dr. Douglas had the opportunity to dialogue with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Equatorial Guinea, His Excellency Simeon Oyono Esono Anko, and collaborated on areas ripe for cooperation, including agriculture, tourism, and sports. It was agreed that mechanisms to facilitate this collaboration will be further discussed for finalization between the permanent representatives of both countries to the United Nations. The ministers then proceeded to sign a joint communique, which was previously negotiated to establish diplomatic ties. The third bilateral meeting was held on the 22nd of September at the UN headquarters with the Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, Francisco Andre of Portugal. Both representatives exchanged information on common interests, including climate change, the need to reform the international financial institutions to allow for concessionary funding, access to climate finance, accelerating achievement of the SDGs, the importance of the blue economy, and the transitioning to renewable energy. Minister Douglas rationalized the need for Portugal's advocacy for the Multidimensional Vulnerability Index (MVI) in fora where it has a voice. His Excellency Andre committed Portugal's unwavering support to this and other ZIZ-related matters. And coming up, Grenada education officials remind delinquent parents that they can be charged. Stay tuned.
Are you ready for a transformation in your living space? Look no further than Horsewood's Furniture and Appliances, your ultimate destination for easy living, easy saving. Get ready to experience comfort like never before with our living room set sale event. For a limited time, we're offering an incredible 20% off on all cash purchases of living room sets store-wide. Yes, you heard that right, 20% off. But wait, there's more. When you choose to go with higher purchase, not only will you get your dream living room set, but you'll also receive double cashback coupons for free groceries. It's a win-win. Upgrade your living space while earning rewards for your kitchen. So mark your calendars and head over to Horsewood's Furniture and Appliances today. Experience easy living, easy saving with 20% off on all cash purchases of living room sets store-wide. And remember, double cashback for free groceries on all higher purchase options throughout September. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Horsewood's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Your home, your style, your saving. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
And parents in Grenada who refuse to send their children to school can be charged and or sent to prison. This reminder comes from education officials who in recent times had to enforce the laws to ensure children were not denied their right to education. More in this GBN News.
Truancy, which essentially is the action of staying away from school without good reason, is one of the many factors that can lead to delinquency. School attendance officer with the Ministry of Education, Ernest Richards, told GBN To The Point today that truancy continues to be an issue the ministry is faced with, and the parents' refusal to send their children to school is an issue his office has had to address.
In our situation, we have some delinquent parents too that keep their children from school. They might take them to go to the garden. They might take them to go and do some kind of chores when they should really be in school. And you have some children, the parents send them to school. They do not show up to school. And there are still some other children that they go to school because their parents send them to school, but they only reach in school and they do not reach inside of the classroom. So you have truancy on the compound of the school.
The attendance officer further noted that there are parents in Grenada who were brought to court for intentionally refusing to send their children to school. At least 5 parents are currently before the court for truancy.
You know, the parents would have to comply. I took parent to court already and they did comply, and as present I have about five parents from the St. David's area that is presently in the matter is processing. All right. And I'm asking, showing that his prosecution department